Hello everybody, this is Yoko Anime Reactions, and yes, I know, this is all messy. I know this. I've had people telling me to clean my room in the comments. Like, what am I supposed to do? My room is a catch-all at the moment. We're still trying to finish up what little renovations we got left. And when we do, we're gonna have to put everything back. Which means a lot of moving things around, figuring out what's in what, figure out where it goes, put it there. And my mom has done too much with that. She's hurt her back again. So, all that is most likely... a good portion of that is probably my dad's stuff, so it's probably not going anywhere at the moment. At least until we get the other room cleaned out, in which case we can put that stuff in there. And I'm hoping that my sister will come by the house today and get all the other baby stuff that we have. Because, Whoa, hang on. Yeah. She's pregnant again. She was before, but she ended up miscarrying. But I don't know if she's going to be able to keep this one to full term or not. And they're hoping it's a girl. Not happy about that. Anyway, enough about all that. That's why the room is a mess. It's because of that. So, for those of you telling me to clean my room, I wish I could, but can't yet until everything is finished renovation-wise. So, this is going to be my review for Dr. Stone, Season 3, Episode 1, and oh my god, I was waiting for this. We got a taste of it with the special Ryusei, and it wasn't sating my appetite for this show. This show makes me want to go and learn stuff about science. I wish this show was around when I was in school. That would have made me love science class. Because I would have been able to throw out facts at school about all the stuff that we've learned in the show so far. That would have been cool. But sadly it was not. And to be honest, it's one of the best shows in my opinion. I say one of because it's not the best. I don't even know what the best show in my opinion would be, to be honest with you. There's a bunch of good ones. My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan, Dr. Stone, Black Clover, and probably at least a few others that I can't remember off the top of my head because my memory's going. Yeah, I'm going senile. I'm going senile at almost 35 years old. That's sad. Anyway, this episode, it starts off right where they ended off in the special. And Ryusei loves that place, essentially. But doesn't like the fact that all the food is some kind of fish dish. Fish this, fish that, blah, blah, blah. Just, you get sick and tired of fish every time. And he wants to try and find other food that they can have. Only way they're going to be able to do that is by growing it themselves or going hunting. And right now, they're trying to find the oil field so they can get this stinking ship going across the world. And speaking of which, everybody else is busy making that dang thing. And they make a pretty darn good map when they're out mapping from between Senku and the others in the air to Chrome and, shoot. Dang it, I forgot what his name was. I'm sorry. Yuki... I don't even remember. Something like that. Starts with a Y, I think. The one with a really good hearing. And between the two groups, they're able to come up with a really good map. And the funny thing is that it was Minecraft. It was Minecraft! Oh my god! That was funny. All the Minecraft lovers probably love that. Anyway, they're able to nab a feral goat. And so they have something meat-based for dinner. And, because of this, they can now go and do some hunting and not have to worry about running out of food again. It turns out that apparently how they haven't run out of fish is beyond me, to be completely honest with you guys, because from what I can see, they're at a lake. And if it was the ocean, then they might not run out. But it doesn't seem possible that they haven't fished that area to extinction. Because they have said they've had a few bad fishing years before, and that because of that, they ran out of food and lost some people, because apparently this village was a lot bigger than it actually is right now. And Ryusei decides to make it his mission to make sure they never run out of food again, essentially. Best way to do that, start growing your own food. And they're already kind of doing that with the fruits that they pick during, before winter, I think, that they showed in season 1, I think. But that's not going to be enough. Those things are only in season for probably certain times of the year, and they're going to need something to be able to have all year. Something that they can grow and store for when, winter comes. And you would think that they would be looking for, vegetable seeds or some kind of wild veggies that they can have and start doing agriculture. Well, they start doing agriculture, but they end up finding wheat. Probably a different version of wheat than what they're used to, but it's wheat. And as you guys all know, wheat can be made into flour. Flour can be used to make bread. It can be used to make noodles. Better noodles than the ramen noodles, that's for sure. And it's at this point that they get Taiju and the others to help. And the funny thing is that again decides to use manipulative skills, because Magma and the other guy, the cop guy, they're not being motivated, essentially. They're just sitting around, they're exhausted, it's hot. And Yuzuriha makes him a hat to help, with it being hot. And he proclaims that it is a crown for the food king, since, Senku's the science king. Ryusei is the sailing king, or whatever you want to call him. And he declares that whoever does the best when it comes to planting and raising food gets the crown. And I was like, what is up with this guy? What is he doing? And then I realized what he was doing, because he motivated Magma and the other guy to plant and till the land until it was all done. At least that area was done. And even then, Taiju was still going even when it got dark. And essentially, he tells them that he wants to be able to help the others, because one of them found his father in a statue form. And he's not going to be able to get his own parents back because they died when he was a kid. So that was before all this started. And yeah, Taiju's a good guy. Yuzuriha, you better nab him quick, because I'm sure some other girl would. And I'm not even joking. Some other girl probably would. Though he only has eyes for Yuzuriha, but still, ain't gonna stop some girl from trying. Anyway, they end up starting to grow the wheat. And Taiju's fields that he planted, they start yielding really good results. While Magma's and the other guys, or that's what his name is, their fields don't. And they can't figure out why. Well, Taiju actually does something smart and remembered something that Senku had said way back in season 1 when it came to the seashells. They're good for agriculture, for getting out all the hydrogen ions to help the land be better. And this is shown when Senku tells them how to make litmus papers. And it shows that Taiju's soil is essentially perfectly balanced, while Magma's and Yo's are very acidic. And thus nothing's going to really grow there very well if it's too acidic. And so they start using the calcium carbonate to make the agriculture land better, and so they end up growing a ton of wheat. And thus, they start trying to make bread. Once they make the flour, of course. However, what I don't get is how they ended up burnt. Surely Senku was keeping an eye on it, and once things start getting all toasty, that's when you pull them out. Because, if I remember correctly, doesn't bread cook a little more once you take it out of the oven? When you let it rest? It still cooks a little more? Because I know that some food dishes do that, and that's why you have to take them off the heat. Okay, I'm going to have to edit this then. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, there are some food dishes that you have to take off the heat, even before it's done, because they still cook after you do that. I think noodles are like that too. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments, please. But yeah, when he pulled them out, they were burnt. Charred. Like hockey puck charred. And yet the others were still eating it like it was made from the gods, essentially. Well, then again, they didn't know any better, and they tried them. And they were inedible, to the point where they probably wouldn't eat it if they were starving to death on that ship. And that's part of what they're doing, is they have to make food that will sustain them on that ship while they're at sea once they start heading out, because they won't be able to grow anything while they're on the sea. And thus, they're going to need rations. I hope Senku decides to bring some fruit with him, because he's going to need something to help them, because, yeah, scurvy was a real thing back then. For pirates, and for sailors, the Navy, stuff like that. Scurvy was a real thing back then. And that was from a lack of vitamin deficiency. Or that was either a vitamin C deficiency or vitamin D deficiency. I think it was a vitamin C deficiency. And that's what led to scurvy. You really don't want to deal with scurvy. Because I don't think they have the modern medicine for that. I think the medicine would be essentially getting some vitamin C in you. So I'm hoping that he will do something about that before they head out. But, yeah, they're going to have to find somebody who can cook. Who can show them how to make things properly so they don't burn things like that. So I wonder who they're going to bring back. I doubt they got a version of Gordon Ramsay in their little group of statues. So they're going to have to ask that reporter lady for advice on that, because she's been the one that's been helping them find the people that they need this whole time. I mean, she found Ryusei, so... Anyway, I'm going to have to edit this, obviously, because of that little phone call, but... Yeah, I am excited for the next episode, because I want to see what the heck they're going to make next, because they just did agriculture. They tried to make bread and failed miserably at it by burning it. And yet the others still ate it. Anyway, yeah, this is going to be interesting, and I hope you guys are excited, because I sure am. And I'm sorry I didn't get this out yesterday. The episode didn't come out until after I had gotten to work, and as soon as I got off work, I couldn't do any recording because everybody was sleeping. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.